Hey guys, it's Dave here, Holiday for Two. Hope you're having a good day. Today we're out checking out a place that we've been to, but it's a long time ago, several years. And I think this is state trust land. I'm pretty sure this is. It's a San Domingo wash offload area, and a lot of people camped out here. So I'll show you this on the map and also show you around here in just a minute. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell, so you'll be notified when I put out more videos in the future, like this one. So let's take a look around San Domingo Wash Offload and State Trust Land Camp area. There's a lot of people out here. And I'll show you what the road looks like coming in, but how they got some of these rigs out here, I don't know. Let's go.
So someday when my ship comes in, I know just what we'll do. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two. We'll pack our bags and quit our jobs and have a holiday for two.
Well, we're coming up out of Phoenix on Highway 60, and you're going to be looking for the Castle Hot Springs Road exit. And you're going to turn and go east. Actually, kind of northeast. And this road actually will just continue and continue all the way through to Lake Pleasant if you follow it all the way. But it does turn into dirt. We're going to go about 4 miles up the road and look for an exit that says Mine Road. And then you're going to turn and go north when you get to Mine Road. That'll take you to the San Domingo Wash Offload and camp area. We'll get to that in just a minute. A lot of little houses and stuff in here. Population of Morristown is about, around 200 people. But probably more if you take in the whole area. And you know, when I think of Morristown, this is what I think about. It's the old Morristown Hotel. This hotel has been here for years, over 100 years. And recently, though, it was bought. I noticed it was for sale, but it was bought and renovated and painted inside and out. And they're turning it into the 1899 Historic Hotel. Isn't that cool? And I guess they're going to be developing it into some gold panning trips, off-road rides. It looks like they may even develop some of the rooms inside so that you can spend a night in there. They also have plans to develop a campground right around the hotel here. And there's a little campsite map for you to take a look at. Now, one of these days I'll have to go back up there and check it out. But that's pretty cool. That thing's been there for years, and I'm surprised that nobody bought it before. But that's kind of cool to see. Up on the right here, you'll see a bunch of RVs off to the side. This is what I call Morristown State Trust Land Boondock area and offload area right here. And this is a popular spot. We like to come here too, friends do, and here's a map, kind of shows you where it is on the map. You can see there's some rigs pulled in there. It's a very popular spot just for offloaders as well. It's not a real huge area, but there's a lot of room there, and as you can see, there were a lot of people camped in there. One of the things I was talking to Tammy about here was what makes the soil red. And just out of clear blue, I kind of thought, what makes this soil around here so red? And there are some areas in Arizona where you see this red soil. Well, it has to do with high amounts of iron oxides in the soil. That combined with other minerals that are in the soil, especially in Arizona, we have that kind of minerals in the soil, plus rain and the clay. It's kind of a red clay. And it's just really kind of cool to see that red color like that. You find that a lot like up in Sedona, and even different colors. It's really kind of neat. If you continue on this road, Castle Hot Springs Road, for about 10 more miles down the road, you'll run into what's called Castle Hot Springs Resort.
Yeah, we camped out here, but yeah, you're right.
And we've done a trip, a couple of years ago, we did a trip up there and did a video on that. You know, look, here it is. Mine Road, North Mine Road, and you're going to turn right here.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I should get a picture of that. Rogers.
Road Top Crew.
Yes. I gotta get a picture of that.
Hey, Roger.
There was a little sign there that said RRPC. We were laughing because a friend of ours has a Facebook group called Road Pop Crew. And so we thought it was his Facebook group, but we were just joking about it. But it turns out what it actually was the Roadrunner Prospectors Club. Roadrunner Prospectors Club. They were meeting out here this weekend. And in fact, somebody drove by and wanted to know if we were part of the group. We've been out here before, and there have been groups out here doing prospecting. Now, I know I joke about this a lot. Tammy likes to do rock collecting, but I just want to give everybody a little heads up. If you're on state trust land, rock collecting is a no-no. And I think it has to do mostly with the fact that in order to do, because on state trust land you have a lot of people with mining claims. I could see where that might be a problem if you're out picking up rocks and it could be somebody's mining claim. So you have to get a certain kind of permits and stuff to do that. Probably like go apply for mining permits. If you know anything more about that and that kind of paperwork and stuff to do that, put something down below in the comments, because I'd like to find out more about that. I know BLM land, they allow you to do rock collecting and just kind of rock hounding stuff. But on state trust land, the rules are a little different. So that's really kind of a no-no. Geocaching, hiking, bird watching, exploring, off-roading, all that's permissible if you have the state trust permit, or recreation permit, I should say. It's $20 a year. You can get it on the Arizona State Trust Land website.
Look at all the big motorhomes they got out here.
Yeah. That's a long Class C they got out here.
A little spider going up that way. Whoa. Gonna get a little bumpy here.
Yeah, I see that.
Nice size. We parked like out here with the
Toy hauler.
yeah.
Look, Dave. That Class C made it out here. That looks really rough.
Park over there. I just want to offload.
You could just pull right here, next to this little pit, next to that island.
Cool.
Okay.
And right there.
Okay.
I'll show you though.
Yeah.
Do a little bump. I'm gonna park right in there.
Yep. Perfect.
Yeah, nice little spot.
Oh, that'd be a nice place to camp.
It would be. Right back. And then I'll have to back out.
Gonna do a little ride in a minute, but right now I'm just gonna show you around this area. This is a nice little spot if you want to come and camp for a few nights. This is state trust land, so you will need a permit. I think they got a Class C here, which I'm kind of surprised they got out. The road isn't too bad, but it was a little bit like bumpy there on the way in. But you do want to be careful when it rains, because some of this can get really rutted. But it's nice out here. This area is real popular with a couple different groups. We've been out here before in the past, and there's been people out here that come out in groups to do gold panning. We were out here one time several years ago and met up with some people out here that were doing gold panning. This whole area has a history going back hundreds probably 200 years or more of mining, and there's lots of old mines out here. In fact, I'm going to take a ride in a little bit, and I'll do a separate video for that, to a place called the Anderson Mica Mine, which is about 3 miles as the crow flies to the northwest. But there's lots of trails out here if you have an ATV and you want to come out and ride. This is state trust land, so just kind of keep that in mind. Some interesting things. You might find all kinds of interesting things. You might find animal bones. I remember in the past we came out here and saw cow bones all over the place. You got some people here that are like us just for the day, offloaded, but you got people that are spending the night. We just took the truck out for the day. Offloaded the green goblin. There's the green. Kind of give you an idea where I am. We are about 4 miles east of Morristown, Arizona. Actually, just off what's called Castle Hot Springs Road. If you take Castle Hot Springs Road and keep going on it, you'll eventually run into Lake Pleasant, which is kind of hard to explain, but you do. It's over that mountain right there. That's Lake Pleasant over there. And there's an interesting place over there. I think I did a video in the past on it called Castle Hot Springs. It's a resort that they've remodeled and redecorated and everything. It's really been fixed up nice. All right, I got the green goblin offloaded. I might just take a look around with it, get up in the air. Yeah, you see all this kind of stuff. This is a nice little area though to spend a night or two. We kind of pulled in here. There's another area just over the hill there. We had years ago we had a toy hauler, and we camped over in that area over there. But it looked like it's been rutted out from the rain, so I didn't want to drive over there. We've never had the motorhome here. So I see some people have a Class C out here, so that's kind of encouraging. I know we've seen Class A's out here too. Another little small Class C I just saw over there too, a little Vista. It might look like it's cold because of the cloud cover, but it's actually really nice, huh?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's like 73, 72. I got shorts on, so it's not that bad. Alright. Well, let's see what else I can get ready here. Well, hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Safe and happy travels wherever you're going this time of year. And if you liked this video and found it helpful, hey, please give it a thumbs up, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell. Stay tuned. At the end of this video, I'm going to have a little section at the end. I'll show you more information. Bye. And I like to include this part of the video for folks who would like maybe a little more information, or folks who aren't familiar with this area of Arizona. And so Morristown is outside, kind of halfway between Phoenix and Wickenburg on Highway 60. As far as mileage, I would say maybe 20-25 miles from Phoenix north. And then you're going to look for the town of Morristown. It's an unincorporated community, a population of around 200, maybe a little less. But there's a lot of areas around Morristown that have homes and stuff. And I zoom in here, you'll know what I mean. There's a lot of private property on the outside of the city limits here. But what we did is take Castle Hot Springs Road and drive out. You'll find a lot of horse ranches and horse property out here. This is all private property. You get to state trust land somewhere around the other side of this mountain here. It turns to state trust land. Right before you see this area. This is the little offloading and camping area. We've done a video on this before, so check it out. I'll put a link up in the corner of the video here so you can find this on Morristown State Trust Land area. And we also did a Jeep ride, and we went out to on the mine road. But I tell you, the last 2 years, that mine road has been improved. And I think it has something to do with the Morristown Hotel that I showed earlier, the 1999 historic motel. But we'll get to that in just a minute. So when you come out here, you're going to look for the San Domingo staging area. There's actually 2 areas, one up here to the northeast, one to the southeast, or southwest, sorry, right in this area. We've actually camped here a couple times in the past, and it looks like somebody's done circle the wagons right there. I like that. But you'll find some people out here in Class A's, Class C's, toy haulers, or people just for the day. I will say again, I can't say it enough, make sure you've got that state trust land recreation permit with you. Sheriffs do occasionally come through and check on those. Here and the other place down on Castle Hot Springs Road. And then in another video I'm going to do next time, I'm going to do the video where I take the ride out the mine road. And a little surprise, I'll tell you about that next time, the mine road surprise. But this is really kind of a fun area. If you come out here and camp, there's so much to do. Let me close that up there. This is a nice area if you want to camp closer, like down here at the first spot. There's the Castle Hot Springs. You can take Castle Hot Springs all the way around here on the Castle Hot Springs Road. And let me switch back to, there we go. You can take Castle Hot Springs Road. And there's the actual resort called Castle Hot Springs. I did a video on this a few years ago. And look at that. That is how much a night. Wow. But it is a luxury resort. It is actually one of the top rated luxury resorts in the Southwest. So go for that. But we've been out there, and for years it was kind of closed down. Let's see if I can show you some pictures here. Yeah, they have come in and somebody's bought it out, and they fix it up. Look at that, will you? And it's got a pool, has a 1-hole or 2-hole golf course, putting green, also has horseback riding, and the infamous, I'm sorry, I should say famous, hot springs. They have the hot springs that you can go up to. They actually do have hot springs. There they are. And that's one of the attractions that's been out there for, well over 100 years. Some of America's presidents in the past, I want to say Teddy Roosevelt, but I could be wrong, have come out here to partake of the waters of the Castle Hot Springs. There's supposed to be, the stories go that there's a therapeutic value to this water out here. A lot of people claim that it's rejuvenating, and that sort of thing. Well, for $1,900 a night, you can come find out for yourself. Oh boy, yeah. And speaking of hotels, and this is something that I just discovered, the old Morristown Hotel. Let me go back here. This was abandoned for probably 30, 40 years, just a white boarded up hotel. But somebody has come through and they have renovated it and turned it into a business now. It's the 1899 Historic Hotel. And this is kind of what it looks like now. They've really fixed it up nice. They fixed it up inside and outside. And that's, I think, some pictures they've taken inside. They're also planning to do a campground. Now, I haven't really gone up to check and see how that's going, but it looks like they are planning 30 large campsites with water hookups, no electric, septic dump outs on site, pull through 45-foot RVs and tents on site, parties, food trucks, gold panning, you name it. It looks like they're really kind of going all out on this. And hey, more power to them. I hope they do well. A lot of people like to come up here and do gold panning. This is really the area where it's There's groups that come out here and do gold panning as a group. And there's another town up north of Wickenburg, and the name skipped. Oh, Stanton. One of these days I'll have to go up there and do a story about that. But that is a little town up there where you can go up and they actually teach kids and adults how to do gold panning. It's really cool, just like you see in the pictures here. They even have what they call the ghost walk. I guess they tell stories about the old hotel. But anyway, so you can make a reservation. There's some numbers for you. Really kind of cool. Some videos you can watch. There's the number. But hey, hope you liked this video and found it helpful. Safe travels wherever you're going. Catch you later. Watch for next week's video when I show you the trail ride that we took out to the Anderson Mill. Some of those pictures you see right now, that's the Anderson Mill mine. Have a good day. Bye, guys.